Hi, I'm Garvin Lynch. Welcome to Lynch's Pharmacy Health Video Series. This video is on head lice. So it's that time of year again. The kids go back to school and bring home some unwanted visitors. So this video is about head lice, causes, helpful tips and instructions on how to dry and wet comb your child's hair in order to detect and remove the little critters. First we start with head lice are a very common problem, second only to the common cold among communicable diseases affecting school children. Head lice are tiny, wingless, parasitic insects that live and feed on blood from your scalp. So getting head lice isn't a sign of bad personal hygiene or unclean living environment. This itchy festation, also called pediculosis capitis, most commonly spreads through close personal contact and by sharing personal belongings. Both over-the-counter and prescription medications are available to treat head lice. Following the directions properly and taking necessary steps at home are important to prevent head lice from reoccurring. So what are the symptoms of head lice infestation? The common signs and symptoms of head lice may include intense itching, an allergic reaction to the saliva that the lice inject during feeding may result in itchy red bumps on your scalp, neck and shoulders. Some people, particularly if this is their first infestation, don't experience itching. Adult lice on the scalp. The most common spots to find adult lice are behind your ears and along the back of your neck. Lice are tiny, about the size of a strawberry seed, but they can be up to 1/8 of an inch, which is 3 millimeters in size. Lice eggs or nits on hair shafts. Nits resemble tiny pussy willow buds. Nits can be mistaken for dandruff, but unlike dandruff, they can't be easily brushed out of the hair. So the causes. Head lice can't fly or jump and are not transmitted by pets. They spread from head to head contact or via contact with contaminated personal belongings or home furnishings. So head to head contact. This is the most common mode of transmission and may occur as children or family members play or interact closely together. Sharing personal items, which is less common. Head lice may be transmitted via such items as caps, hats and scarves, brushes and combs, hair decorations and headphones. Home furnishings. Head lice may sometimes be contacted by contact with contaminated towels, clothing, blankets, pillows, upholstery, and unupholstered furniture. So the risk factors. The greatest risk factor for getting head lice is coming into contact with someone who already has lice. Cleanliness and personal hygiene have little bearing on whether you get lice. Young children from creche through to primary school are most prone to infestation, which often transfers to a child's family members. Females of all ages get head lice more often than males do. So the unwanted symptoms. Lice may cause you to scratch your head so vigorously that you break the skin. See your doctor if these scratches become infected. In order to diagnose head lice, lice cement their eggs very firmly onto the base of hair shafts, very close to the scalp. According to experts from the Centre of Disease Control and Prevention, nits found more than a 1/4 inch away from the scalp have already hatched or are going to hatch. So simply finding nits isn't proof of an active infestation. The clearest sign is finding a living, moving louse. Combing wet hair with a fine-toothed comb is the best way to find this evidence. So the only way to be certain that you or your child has head lice is to find a live louse. Spotting head lice in hair can be very difficult, so it's best to try to comb them out with a detection comb. So detection combs are special fine-toothed plastic combs that you can buy from us or any pharmacy. A comb with flat-faced teeth and a tooth spacing of about 0.2 millimeters is best. Detection combing can be carried out on dry or wet hair. Dry combing takes less time, but wet combing is more accurate because washing with conditioner stops head lice moving. So wet detection combing. To use the wet detection method, you wash the hair with ordinary shampoo and apply plenty of conditioner. Use an ordinary white toothed comb to straighten and untangle the hair. And once the comb moves freely through the hair without dragging, switch to the Lice detection comb. Make sure the teeth of the comb slot into the hair at the roots, with the edge of the teeth lightly touching the scalp. Draw the comb down from the roots to the ends of the hair with every stroke, and check the comb for lice each time, removing lice by wiping the comb with tissue paper or rinsing it. Work through the hair section by section so that the whole head of hair is combed through. Do this at least twice to help ensure you haven't missed any areas, and continue until you find no more lice. If you find head lice, you should check the rest of your family. Treat everyone found to have head lice on the same day. So dry detection combing. So to use the dry detection combing method, you use an ordinary white toothed comb to straighten out and untangle the hair. Once the comb moves freely through the hair without dragging, switch to the Lice detection comb. Make sure the teeth of the comb slot into the hair at the roots, with the edge of the teeth lightly touching the scalp. And draw the comb down from the crown to the ends of the hair with every stroke. Look for lice as the comb is drawn through the hair. If you see a louse, trap it against the face of the comb with your thumb to stop it being repelled by static electricity. Comb each section of the hair 3 or 4 times before moving on to the next section, until the whole head has been combed thoroughly. If you find head lice, you should check the rest of the family as well, and treat everyone found to have head lice on the same day. For treatments and preventative options, you can contact me through our live pharmacist on the website, or call into Lynch's Pharmacy here in Douglas and Cork. Thank you for watching.